Thanks for staying with us. So she's an actor, singer, dancer, voiceover artist, content creator, event and television host with a diverse background in the entertainment industry. Her work spans across several stage plays, movies, and television shows throughout Nigeria, with notable appearances in productions such as the recently released Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, FRK, the movie, a biopic of the life and times of a teacher and women's rights activist, Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, directed by Osamein, where she played Mrs. Coker. Welcome with us, Yewande Osamein.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you, Mrs. Coker.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. Thank you so
I
much.
mean, TVC was part of the entire launch of. We're really excited about it. Tell us about the experience in that, with being in that cast.
Firstly, it wasn't my first time working with Babajide Sanwo, but it was my first time working with her on a movie. I've always worked with her on stage plays, so it was my very first time working with her on film, so it was different. It was surreal, and I think the most I've taken away from it is just the fact that it was about Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti. So it's such an important story. So it was amazing to just be a part of it.
Yeah, so I know being a stage actor, sometimes when you get on a movie set, it seems like this is a walkover. You know, we know how to do these things and stick to it. Now, I'd like to know what you felt when you got your script and the fact that in the midst of the whole thing, you're going to be playing a certain role where you're setting yourself apart from the common people. How did that make you feel?
It's challenging, and I like a challenge. I actually love characters, because sometimes a lot of casting directors look at me and they typecast. Oh, just play the, bougie, so, but then I was playing somebody from the 1940s for one. I was playing a friend of Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti. There was just so much to unpack and so much to work with, rather. So, it was. I like a challenge.
Yeah, which part was more challenging? Which part out of the
really, because going in, I went in already thinking, okay, it's a movie about Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, and the women with her are going to be fighting for. Right, so I already had the mentality that I'm going to be girl power, I'm going to be strong, and then to find out that, oh no, you are against, you're separate somewhere. Okay, so I had to do a whole, I had to change my orientation, change everything, and then so really that was what made it a little difficult for me, because at times I want to fight now. I want to join them and protest. I want to protest, but I had to run away at first.
So, yes, I can see that you ventured into educational content by, coming up with your own production company, Wonderland, which is a content creation for children. Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, so I actually worked in education in the United Kingdom, Key Stage 1 and 2, and my favorite part was always storytelling. I just love having them on the carpet and reading to them. And I always thought, like, what can I do?
The puppet shows as well?
the whole works, honestly. So I just really loved reading with them, the looks on their faces. And then we would also have read alouds for them. So sometimes when they're having their snacks or, and then also they would be able to pick the books they want from the library. So, but then what I noticed in the libraries was there wasn't a lot of representation for like African books, African stories from African authors. So I just thought of how do I bring all African stories into like one place where people all over and authors all over can have a platform to kind of show their works, and hopefully stories can be shared all over, all over the world.
Talking about Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, tell us about, I wanted to know a bit more about Olu Ransome-Kuti, and because I know she was really passionate about this story. This meant so much to her. How has it been since the success announced? How is the movie doing at the cinemas? How are people responding? How is she feeling? Because I feel like she's on top of the world right now.
So she's very daring and bold, and she does things on her own terms. So you're not going to tell her a biopic cannot work, or Nigerians don't want to watch historic figures, and like I said, it's an important story. So she did just that, and she did justice to the story. And I think it's just proof that Nigerians do want to see these kind of stories. And it can work. And it has worked. So I know that. And I do believe there's nobody else that could have told this story but her. She's also a very powerful woman, telling the story of another powerful woman. And yeah, she did justice to the story. And I know this, I just hope this brings about more, you know.
Let's see this clip of you. I know that we have the clip on now. Whoa. Let's talk about Kehinde Bankole for a second. Like, that character, she killed it.
I keep saying nobody else could have done it but her. Yeah. There's nobody else that could have done it.
So well.
I don't know if she knows that, but I really hope she knows that she was made for that role. I look at her and I was like, are you sure this is not Funmilayo? Because, you know, we before this, we had to do a lot of research, you know, watching videos and reading all sorts about Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, and then just seeing Kehinde, it was just, it brought it to life.
How did you feel, or how was it? How was the experience of, you know, shooting with so much crowd? How many takes did you people have to take, you know, for that crowd? Because I understand that even to get 5 people, you take seveally because you need to get everybody. How was it? That scene was scary for me. Yeah.
When the women
ran
into the palace, very intense. But I went in ready, so you go in.
You shot that scene in how many hours?
Oh, can I remember? We were there all day. We were, you know,
for that one scene.
We were in, you know, and the sun is scorching, the sun is blazing. But what I appreciated was everybody had zeal and nobody was. Everybody was ready. Yes, energy never dropped. Everybody was ready. Everybody was willing to work, and you have so many women who this is not what they do on a normal day, but they made it easier, you know. So it was it was memorable.
I know the movie's on in until next week. I think it gets off the cinema.
Yes,
So we need people to go watch. So do you know where it's being shown right now? Do you know?
So far, we've been in Silverbird, been in Ibadan, Port Harcourt, everywhere. So just check your local cinema and see when Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti is showing. We need as many people to go and watch and share as well with others.
Yeah, I've not watched the movie, so I'm going to go watch the movie.
Yes.
You have to.
Yes. So somehow my weekends are inside. Yes. I've not watched the movie. Like I was asking her, like I hope it's on till next week.
Yeah.
So that I can make out time to go see the movie.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you, your career. What else? What's next for you? What are you working on? Where are you?
So I've been since last year, content creation, because I've always had all these ideas and stories in my head. So last year I just decided I'll just create lots of content, and it was really working out. A lot of people were very receptive, and the bigger picture is to definitely, hopefully soon, my own television series. Nice. So I've just been practicing, and you know, with all the content creation. So that's really where I am. And with Wonderland, I definitely want to reach more homes. So a lot of parents know that this platform is there for their children to, you know, encourage a love for reading and also culture. I actually told your co-host, Mariam Longe, she has a book called Vultures to the Rescue. Yes. So her book was actually on the platform.
Oh, nice.
Vultures, so that was, so I hopefully tell more stories from what. So yeah, that's really what.
So you plan to do content for children too? Like
yes, that's already here. Oh. So my YouTube channel is Wonderland. So right now it's read alouds with all stories from all over Africa. So I'm not just trying to limit it to Nigeria. So there are stories from Uganda, Sierra Leone, just authors from all over. So yeah.
Nice. When you come on Your View, we always like to just find out what you're working on.
Yes.
And some personal gist. Give
us some juice. They can't come and give some tea. What's happening? As fine as you are. Is it Oyinbo that is there? Or is it Japanese?
Are you dating?
Nigerian man will not deserve this. Nigerian man will not deserve this package.
Are you dating? Is there somebody?
I'm looking.
Shine something.
Somebody did some cheddar.
I'm single and searching. I'm single and searching. I'm single and searching.
Lie.
Oh, cool. We love where you come.
You know,
It's fun.
why men these days? I just feel like
You
they need to
serious?
do the work.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do the work.
High five. They just want it on a platter of
Nobody wants to
gold.
do the work. And
And if you can't do the work, then
like,
forget it.
You're a happy woman. You're happy with or without them.
Honestly,
So,
yeah.
exactly.
You have to be. You have to literally
But it's just
be you, do you, be busy, and hopefully love will come around.
the emotional laziness is on a different level.
PDA, public display.
Public display. I'm not a PDA kind of person. No.
So if you have a guy now, will not see you. We hide.
Oh
him.
no, I'll hide him.
You hide
Yes,
it.
I was actually speaking to someone. I was like, I hope you understand that eventually, if
Private.
people get to know, like
But would you
very
like to
private.
date in the industry or outside your industry?
So I never thought I would date industry. I considered it at a point,
Fine boys in that industry.
but
Fine guys, they were in the
Is
industry.
that about fine?
But it's not about
it's not about fight. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it works with people outside of the, when you're in the industry. Well, actually, then again, you want to be with someone who understands where you're going, and you guys can work together. So it's not a bad thing.
Have you ever had a kissing scene that got you really like,
Oh yeah, I had to do my first. I just finished the film about 2 months ago, and it was a lot. It was the first time I was conflicted. I was like, "Do you want to do this?"
Oh, wow.
But yes, it was
a good
quite.
kisser?
Huh?
Is he a good kisser or does he speak Nigerian kisser?
Let me just.
Oh,
keep
father.
Today's public holiday. Please let us give them something.
They, in the very beginning, there was a form. They will let you know this is what's going to happen.
This is your role.
So this is your role, and they broke it down for me. Like you're going to be doing this and this and this and this. Do you want to go ahead?
Yes.
And at first, I was very conflicted. So when it first came about, I was like, no, this probably isn't it. So when things didn't go the way, I was like, fine. But then it came back, and I was like,
God, are you
Was
talking-
it cute?
God.
Because I always ask if you're going
you'll
to do
find
this,
out. The movie is
give
out
me
next
a
year.
cast
You dare not.
I will throw
My phone, I'll throw up on the screen from my house.
You catch feelings.
They were actually.
What was your question? No, she can't catch me. She's a professional.
They were actually asking my opinion on the guys, on a few actors. Like, okay, this is who we're thinking of. This is who we're thinking of. The first person was actually Timini. I don't know what happened. Timini, I don't know what happened with you. Because I know him, so I thought, okay, I'll be comfortable.
Kissing
But
him.
then when they were bringing strangers to me, I was like, hey, who is this? And it was. But then when they eventually showed me, I was like, oh, he's all right. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go. Let's go ahead. It helps. So yeah.
I'm glad. You're really pretty.
Thank you.
I think the industry will be really happy to have someone like you. Become a star, and I think the screens look so good on you.
Yes,
You look so
thank
good.
you.
So,
Thank you.
Wishing you all the
fingers
best.
crossed.
All the best.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.